look at my hair. I didn't even see it before I came outside. Good morning, friends. It's Tracy and Violet from Nova Scotia Living. I really just rolled out of bed. Come on, Violet. Come on. Well, it's Wednesday morning. Is that what it is? I don't know. The 11th. August 11th. It's about 7:30 in the morning. And we're just getting up. Look at these well-behaved gentlemen. I'm telling you. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, Mally goes to camp this morning. Not till 10 o'clock though, but I want to leave a little bit earlier if possible. And I'm feeling much better today. I got a kink in my back though. Not like I pulled a muscle. I must have just slept on it wrong. Right between my shoulder blades. I feel like it's just, I don't know. Like there's a ball. I don't know. I need to do some stretching. That's what I need to do. Anyways, it hurts holding my phone, so I'll be back. Alright, I heated up a coffee from yesterday. Yeah, Messiah's up. Nobody else is up except Violet, so I'm going to have this, and then I'm going to wake Mally up because she's got to get herself dolled up for the day, and yeah. God, I look like a rough ticket, don't I? Jeepers. I need to have a shower after. Oh, I'll turn the light on a sec. I just opened the blinds. I folded some laundry last night. It's still sitting there, but whew, I just brought out that laundry. 99% of it is Mally, some of it's Messiah's. But and I went up and gave Mally a poke to get up. You got something on your nose, so there, you just licked it off. Great. So she can have some clothes to bring upstairs before she goes and have something to wear today. It's supposed to be rainy today, and it certainly looks like it. But it's not raining yet. Alright, there's Mally's whole basket. So I came down and got her pile. There's Marquise and Kara's little pile. My husband's drawers. And Maze's stuff here. And I just took all the towels off the drying racks. I'm going to fold those up because I'm still waiting for Mally to come downstairs. Alright guys, we're in town. We're just at the Tim Hortons drive-thru. Getting our huge. Alright, we just dropped Mally off. Violet's giving me the stink eye because she couldn't go in, but I just walked her to the door. And I don't dare leave the window open all the way because she would probably jump out at us. Okay, scooch over. Scooch. Boot and scoot and boogie. Alright, now we're gonna head home. Alright guys, it's 10:23. Don't jump up on me, Violet, for goodness sakes. It's 10:23. I just got home. I didn't end up going to stores again. Just thought I'll hold off one more day. Like, I feel better, but just, you know, I still sound kind of congested a bit. So maybe I'll go to the stores tomorrow. But I honestly think I'm going to start working on supper. My husband has a couple packages of chicken thighs in the fridge. I'm going to ask him if he plans on barbecuing them, then I won't touch them. But if he's not, I'm going to put them in the oven and just bake them. And I know it's only early in the day, but that way that'll be done. And then they can just have whatever else to go along with it. So, yeah, I'll just hold on that for a few minutes and see. I do want to get a tub going for Maze, though. He's got to have a bath. And, yeah, I'll just get some of that stuff done. Oh, I did put a load of laundry in, too. No, actually, I put clothes in the washer, but it wasn't full, so I'll look for some straggles to put in there and then get that going. Ooh, deja vu? Huh? Huh? Alright, Maze is all creamed up. I rotated the laundry. I hung up some towels, and I'm making some of these for lunch. And my husband's going to barbecue that chicken, so I don't need to cook it. I won't have to wash pans, so perfect. So I'm just going to do those in the mic, and they can have that and some sliced up cucumbers for lunch. Sounds good to me.
Hey guys!
Hey, look, we're 2 peas in a pod. I just got out of the shower. May's had a bath a while ago. Violet, get away from that.
I wonder if you saw the clip when I was taking a bath, but Mom just took a shower.
Yeah.
That's in my hair.
I'm more of a shower person. Violet, are you getting jealous? Yeah.
No, not my toothbrush.
Yeah, I got him a new toothbrush, so.
Yeah, but
and it's Ryan.
Watch
out, Violet, for Turkey Monster. Anyways, it's about 1:30. My husband's gone to a meeting, so I might have to spin in to get Mally after, which is fine. And I said, well, when you get back, can you start barbecuing that chicken? Because chicken takes a little while to cook, so we'll see. I don't want to be a bossy wife, but get to barbecuing there, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right, friends, I'm driving my van. I hardly ever drive my van these days. What the heck? Anyways, I'm gonna go into town to get Mally. My husband's not back yet, but Marquise and Kara and the rest of the kids are here. But it's like 20 after 2, so yeah, let's hit the road. Oh, I made it. 2:59, so right on the dot almost. Just a minute to spare, so I'm just gonna sit here. I forgot my friggin' book, for goodness sakes, otherwise I'd haul that out. But yeah, it's kind of muggy out. It hasn't started raining, but it says it's supposed to rain today, and yeah, it's certainly tut it looks like rain for sure. Oh, here she comes. Oh, it's foggy. There she is.
Oh, I'm with my dog.
He wanted me to get him and Violet
On film.
on film, yes.
7 seconds, 8 seconds, 9 seconds, 10 seconds,
Yeah.
11 seconds.
There you go,
Yeah, you can
Maze.
see on the bottom and there's a red dot and it counts up so you can see how long the video is.
Yes.
Yeah. Edited it and all
Okay.
those seconds combined.
Yeah.
And minutes. You Violet.
Guys, Violet and I are outside with my husband. I'm certainly not barbecuing this. He just went in the house for a sec. But, oh, that chicken. Oh, it smells good. The kids couldn't wait. They had hot dogs earlier, but they will have some chicken. They had hot dogs around 3:30 or so, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good morning, friends. It's the next day. It's 7 o'clock, but I've been up for a while. See that over there? Mm-hmm. I wasn't going to miss that. But let me tell you, there's Randall over there. When I came out, there was so many crows. Like, they were all around. I'm just like, are you guys coming here to help me? But they certainly sang a beautiful song. Anyways, I'm going to go in and get Violet. I snuck downstairs without her because I wanted to get that done. And it wasn't heavy stuff at all. But I wanted to get that done before I took her for a walk. And then, yeah, I can have my coffee, but I'm sweating. But I think it's supposed to be really hot today, like almost 30 degrees today. And I took out roast beefs from my deep freezer yesterday to put in the slow cooker. Like, what am I thinking? I'm still gonna do it, but what am I thinking? Yeah, we have like 3 bags of garbage. The rest is all recycle. Ah, that's good. 4 bags of garbage. But yeah. Well, yeah, it's Thursday. This is Mally's last day of camp. She had a blast yesterday. If you miss, she's going to a pride camp. And it's the first one of its kind in this area. And yesterday they went to, it's actually a place in my little village. It's called the pharmacy, but it's not like a drugstore. It's like a farm. And she's seen like cow and little baby goats and little chickens and all that sort of thing. Violet, and she met a beautiful couple. Like a gay couple. These 2 ladies, they're not from this area. They're both in law enforcement, but they were there, and their little girl, and yeah, just really good. Today they're having, they were going to do a barbecue, but it's supposed to be raining all day today. So then, no, not that. They didn't have a barbecue. It is supposed to be raining too, but couldn't get to the barbecue. So I guess they're going to do a nacho bar and an ice cream bar. And they're having a special guest. And yeah, it's exciting. But yeah, it's only a 3-day camp. But she couldn't wait to go to bed to get up in the morning to go to this camp again today. So yeah, she's met some nice friends and, you know, just, I think it's just the bee's knees. I really do. So anyways, and last night, I know I'm not talking about books on this channel, but it's still summer, I know, but I started a horror novel. Yes. I don't know if you've been watching me for a while. It was around this time in all fall last year I mainly listened to audiobooks. And I listened to Pet Sematary when I'd go for walks in the dark morning. And I'd listen to The Stand and It and a few others. There's actually one, oh, The Shining is another one I listened to. I actually bought the audiobook of Dr. Sleep. I haven't listened to that yet. I'm going to do that this fall. But I'm just like, oh, I want to start something. And yeah, I started a horror novel. Just a minute, I got a package to pick up. All right, package received. I'm going to put that right in one of those garbage bags when I get down there. Oh, we've been walking about 20 minutes. But yeah, sweating buckets. Well, not really, but just like my back and stuff like that. I need to probably have another shower today. But when we go into town, I'm confident now I can go into a store. I'll just have my mask, of course. So I'm hoping that I can get into town to maybe look for some deals, because I haven't done that in a dog's age, it seems like. Oh, there's a dog barking, Violet. So, anyways, I'll be back in a little bit. Alright guys, I had my coffee. Mally's up. I just heard Messiah open her door. This is the book that I'm reading. It won some award a couple of years ago. Bram Stoker's award. It was a Stoker nominated. Well, he was nominated. Author of Kill Creek, Violet and Boy in the Woods. He's also an Emmy nominated creator, executive producer of, yeah, this and that. But that's what it's, I'm really enjoying it. It's like a haunted house. Haunted house got me sold right away. I love haunted house stories. So I'm not going to get into it. I don't think I'll finish this today. The print's kind of small and there's 400 pages. And if I could sit and read all day, I would, but I was reading while I had my coffee. Also, Dad called last night and he was like, if you come into town today, can you stop in? Well, I told him I was feeling better, but I'll still wear a mask when I go in his house. But he got a new modem and he just needs me to help him set it up because he's not sure how to do that, so I'll do that. So if Maze is up when I leave, I'll bring him in with me because, yeah, he likes to go to Papa's house and stuff. So anyways, yeah, Mally's out there getting some grub. Messiah will probably be down any second now. And it's 7:57 in the morning. I'll worry about that roast beef when I get back today because I can cook it in the oven or I can cook it in a slow cooker and put it on low or high depending on the circumstances. So yeah, anyways, I'll be back. Alright guys, well it's like 8:35. We're heading into town now. So I can't help but bring my books when I'm reading them, even though there's no chance I'm going to read this while I'm driving, obviously, but you just have this connection. Are any of you like that with your books? You just need to have it with you. Or you feel like you're going to miss something. I don't want the story to go on without me. If it's by me, I feel okay. But yeah, let's go into town. Alright, we're at the Tim Hortons drive-thru, and it's a medium. It's not great line, but it's not the worst line. And then I'm going to go over to my beloved Superstore. I haven't been there in so long, it misses me. But I hope there's still some deals there for me. Alright, it's 9 o'clock on the nose. Mally has an hour before she has to be to camp. Now, this is a little later than I usually go, so we'll see. Oh, and there's already a lot of cars here. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. Alright, so far I haven't come across a whole lot of stuff. There's that. I don't know what kind of steak that is. Well, cross rib steak, boneless, butcher pack. Oh, I might get that for my husband. I know it's not as, he likes like 47.20, you know, those fancy steaks, but we'll see. Oh, there's one up there. Alright, this is the hodgepodge. What is this? Mixer collection. Well, that's cute for if you have a fancy drinker, drinker in your house, but a rice cooker, napkins. Yeah. Here's the other one. What is that? Flower cocktails. Cocktail mixers for spirits or bubbly. Yeah, no. Hot sauce samplers. Well, that's could be a good Christmas present, but I gave one Marquise last year or something, so he doesn't really need another one. Oh, that's a Star Wars helmet, like a stormtrooper helmet. Cute. I do like those trays though, but it's not necessary. So, yeah. Slow cooker. Seasoned beef. Maybe I should do that. Because I am putting... Maybe that's what I could do, is beef wraps instead of a roast beef dinner. That might be better. Is that what this is supposed to be? Maybe I'll do that. I'll have to get some wraps though. Alright, we just dropped Mally off. Oh, Violet's excited to see Papa. Oh, yes, she is. You go find Papa. Go find... Here, I'll take your... Yeah, I'll take your thing off. Let's go find Papa. Oh, it's tied around her tail. Go find Papa. No, Papa's out here. There's Papa. She's excited. There's Papa. Alright friends, it's 11:15. I just got home. So I'll show you what I got at Superstore. I got this big pack of steak. It kind of slid all over just the way it was laying, but regular $12.12, so I paid $6.06 for this steak. And then I bought these two little ones that seem a little fancier, maybe. Regular $6.51 and $8.78 for my husband. I got this deal on coffee. I don't generally drink Starbucks coffee, not that I'm against it, it's just that's not usually what we buy, but they were on sale. A box like this is usually 30 bucks. It was on sale for $15, so 50% off of that was like $7.50. So I got 2 boxes for $15, and there's 44 pods in a box. So, and it's dark roast. Fantastic. Now these aren't compostable cups, but they are recyclable ones, so I'll just make sure I remember that. Fantastic. I got some buns because I thought I got those thinking I'm gonna have a roast beef dinner, but then I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I got 2 things of hamburger buns. I got 2 of those things. It's so late in the day. I should have put those roast beefs in this morning to make them shreddable. I don't think I can do that, so I might just make roast beef dinner, maybe, and save that for another time. I got 2 things of cheese, 2 for $10. I did get wraps, because then I thought I would do the roast beef with the wraps, but I do got more roast beef in the deep freezer. I got a package of bacon that was 50% off, and I got this big box. I don't think we've ever had these before. Frozen hamburgers. There's 16 burgers in here, 50% off, so yeah, everything except for the cheese and the wraps, they were 2 for $5, was 50% off. So that's pretty darn good. I got a little bit of my fix back. Getting my groove back, guys. Alright, I'm going to stick with my roast beef dinner. And I just cut up a couple of onions. There was a little bit of leftover frozen diced onions. And I'm going to put the 2 roast beefs in here. So I'll show you that when I get back. Oh, and just an FYI, these were 50% off too. I had them in my deep freezer. It was regular $18.92 and $17.66. So this is going to be a lot of roast beef. We'll probably have leftovers, but that's okay. We can always use that, or I can have roast beef and eggs, or whatever. So, yeah, they're going to go in there. Alright, Violet, jeepers. I just used Montreal steak spice on both sides, and there was just like half an onion in the fridge, so I'm just setting it on top. I'm going to put a little water in here, cover it with foil, and stick it in the oven. Round 1. Alright, number 3. Alright, I'm hanging up some more towels. It's just after 2 o'clock, or it's 2:02. Mally's auntie's picking her up from camp, so we don't need to go into town, so that's nice. And I checked that roast. I put it back in for another hour, and it should be done after that. So
Hello.
There he is. I'm never by myself. Alright guys, it's 2:55. Just rotated the laundry again. Have some more towels to hang up. I should hang them out on the line because they dry a lot faster, but I just don't want to go stand out in the sun and get all sweaty and stuff. I just had a shower because that's how I was feeling. But yeah, there's stuff in the washer that needs to go in the dryer after the stuff in the dryer's done. So I'm just waiting on that. Oh, alright guys, it's 3:30. I don't know where my husband went, but I don't feel like peeling potatoes. And I don't got good gloves to peel potatoes, especially after I had a shower. But I have home canned potatoes. I forget if these are red potatoes, whatever is a least starchy kind of potato. See all that starch down at the bottom? Yeah. Like the really starchy potatoes. Is russet starchy? Yeah. Anyways, I have 3 quarts of that. I'm going to take them out and put them into, I'm going to rinse them, put them into some fresh hot water to warm them up and see if I can mash them. I've never done it that way. Like they're already cooked. They're not fall apart cooked like mush. But I thought if I could warm them up like that, could I mash them and whip them? And that will go with the roast beef. I just shut the roast beef off too. I'm going to take that out of the oven in a minute. But I just want to start rinsing those potatoes. And I think I'm going to warm up the water first, like get it boiling. Then I'll drop those in. So, yeah. Let me get to rinsing those spuds. Alright guys, it's 3:45. I just took this out of the oven. I am assuming it's done. I can't see why it wouldn't be. I have a pot of water here. I don't know, I mean I could heat these up just in the microwave and try to mash them. I usually use these for like in stew or soups or potato hash. Cut them up even smaller and fry them in a pan with butter and onions. Delicious. But I just thought I'm going to try to warm them up. I'm going to drop them in some boiling water. Do it for like 5 minutes. Strain it, whip it, mash it, butter, salt and pepper. And it'll be going good. So I'm going to take these roast beefs out of there. Oh, I wonder if I should use my claws of life. Turkey face. Oh, goodness sakes. And I'm just going to let this rest. I suppose I didn't really need these. Just makes it easier. And I'm just going to put that, the oven shut off. I heard you sneak up behind me. I'm old, but I'm not that old. I don't have one of those string spoons. What? Oh, your makeup. You got some makeup on. Yes. Where did you get that?
The one that Sarah got me.
Oh. She was getting into her sister's stuff, but I'm gonna take out some of this onion. I'm not gonna fiddle with trying to get it all out. I should have put mushrooms in here too, but oh well. And then I'll just put the foil over top of it. I'm gonna stick it in the oven. Like I say, the oven's off. It's still warm, but it'll be slowly cooling down. And I'm going to dump these drippings into a pot and whip up the gravy. Those slow cooker seasoning packs I got today, I said to mix it with some water and vinegar and put it on low for 8 to 10 hours. That's why I was thinking I'll do that. I just won't do that today. And then do wraps. So I'll stick to my original plan on this hot, scorching summer day. Have a roast beef dinner with potatoes, vegetables, gravy, and buns I bought from the store. So why not? Oh, while I was down in the basement, I should have got some vegetables. Oh, this isn't going to make a whole bunch of gravy. It'll make enough, but it's not going to be a whole bunch. While I was to Dad's today, I got some mail. I plan on doing that tomorrow, probably. I plan on doing that tomorrow. Smells good. Smells really good. And I have the dishwasher about to turn on. I was just waiting for that laundry to be done. Like the washer to be done. I can't. Sometimes I run them both at the same time. It depends on how far in the cycle either one of them is. So I need to get, usually I have a mason jar, but I think I brought them all downstairs. I'll just put some flour. I have that. It's missing the handle, but I have that. Let me get the flour water slurry. That's Marquise's. Mally just got home. Oh, Mace is crying. Just hold on a sec. Oh, he was crying because Misha sprayed him with the spray bottle, like water bottle. Anyways, this is just flour and water. Usually I do this in a mason jar. Shake it up, it just does it better. Oh, that's coming up. Now, how can I do this without splashing myself? Probably can't, so I'm just going to wing it. And this too. I'm going to do it for 7 minutes and see. Don't do it. Oh, just a sec. Alright, all hell's broke loose. Oh, just hold on a second. Alright guys, I'm going down in the basement again. My sister-in-law's here having a visit, so I didn't film, but I made that gravy. I strained those potatoes. I mashed them, whipped them as best as I can. I hardly have any butter. I need friggin' butter, but I used what I had and I put some milk in it. So that'll have to do. And cover it with gravy, you know, that'll work out. I'm just getting some vegetables down here. Ugh. Here's some peas. Oh, I'm just trying to see down here. Oh, a spider web touched my forehead. I'm just getting some, oh, you can't see, corn and peas. Ooh. So I'm just heating up the corn and peas in the microwave. There's some potatoes. They turned out pretty good. I'm pleased. So I'm going to do a hacksaw job on those roast beefs. Yeah, see? Yeah, I don't even need to use a knife. I can just pull this apart. I could have probably did those wraps. Yeah, I don't need to. I'm just going to pull it apart.
That smells.
But they just tried to go outside and it's too hot. It's too hot. They couldn't even stay outside. Not even 5 minutes. So this is like, yeah. Hot, cold roast beef sandwiches would be better, but we're going to do this and pack up whatever's left over. And yeah, I got the dishwasher going. Marquise and Kara outside. But they were going out to sunbathe, but they're sitting in the shade. I don't know why the hell they're even doing that. Like, it's just smothering outside. Ouch. That'll end up slipping right out of my fingers, Violet. She's hanging right here in the kitchen. I'll just put it in for 3 minutes. Good to go. And I would do mustard pickles, but I don't want to go down in the basement again, so I'm not going to. Yeah. Where is my... I usually like to use a scoop for the potatoes. Okay, scoop. It's funner. I'm getting further into that. I'm about halfway through that haunted house book. It's really good. It's not like overly scary. It's more of a creepy book. Ooh, I'm digging it hardcore. So I'm just waiting for that, and then I'm gonna start dishing up. It's like 4:30 now, so they're hungry. They probably won't eat a whole bunch because once they get this big heavy meal, they don't need a great big heaping bunch because it's sweltering outside and it's not overly cool in the house. I got all the fans going in the house though, so there's that. But anyways, I'll be back in a bit.
We have rolls.
Oh no, we don't have any butter though, so you'll have to dip it in the gravy.
We have rolls.
Yes, the one you touch is the one you take. She shoved it all in her mouth almost.
Bye.
Gravy, roast beef, some of the buns, corn, peas, and spuds. Yeah, so we're gonna dish this up. And yeah, we don't have butter, but gravy will do. Gravy will do. Gravy and biscuits. I know they're not the usual kind of biscuits, but that's what we're doing. Right. Violet does like herself some buns.
She has some bread.
She doesn't need any right now.
Are you
We're just
sure?
gonna, well, a little bit.
Here you go, Matt. Bye, Mom.
Bye, love ya. This one came in Zayas. She loves potatoes. Loves potatoes. She's okay with corn. She likes it better on the cob, so I'm not going to give her very much. But she's okay with peas. Again, I'm not going to give them a whole great big. She's not the biggest meat eater. there's some of the other kids, they'd eat the leg off a horse if they could. Just joking, but you know what I'm saying. I'll put that beside the potatoes, and then I'll put the bun.
I'm sweating.
I know you're sweating, hun. You want any supper now?
Yeah. What is it?
It's roast beef, potatoes, vegetables.
What kind of vegetables?
Corn and peas and potatoes.
Yeah, no. But I want like beef and not tomato. Beef and mashed potato.
Beef and potatoes. You're a meat and potatoes man. Okay, you guys. Violet and Maze, you gotta back up. I'll get you off so you can get a better look. So there's one. I know she likes gravy on her potatoes and her meat, so she might even want it on her vegetables. I'll call her and see if she wants it on her veggies. I got your plate here. I put gravy on your potatoes and meat. Do you want any gravy on anything else?
I want gravy on everything but the bun.
Okay. I don't have any butter.
I don't have gravy on the bun.
That's what I was going to say.
And I want buns.
Yes, I don't have any butter, but I have gravy.
Okay.
I'll just put a little bit on your bun.
No.
I'm talking to Messiah Maze.
But I want butter.
And then you can just slop it around and...
Butter.
I don't have any butter, hun.
Oh,
Where you going?
got with battery.
No, I got you batteries today.
Oh.
They're in Dad's car and he's not here now. So when he gets back, we'll have to get them so you can have them ready for bedtime.
I guess I won't have any
This is Maze's.
no butter.
Okay, well I'll give you some meat and potatoes then.
Okay, I can't have a bun.
You can have a bun. You just said you didn't want one because I don't have butter. Do you want a bun?
Yeah.
Do you want any gravy to dip it in?
No, I don't want anything. I don't want any gravy on it.
Okay, I won't put any gravy.
No gravy on anything.
Okay. For God's sakes. Jeepers. Jumping Jehoshaphat. That's Maze's. It's very bland looking, but... Here, Maze. Misha.
Keep holding because I
Yours is right there. Misha.
Violet.
Come here. Okay, Misha, come here. You tell me what you want. There's potatoes, corn,
Everything.
everything. Do you want gravy on anything?
Yes.
On what? Okay. Do you want any gravy on your meat, your vegetables?
I don't want.
You don't want peas, but you want corn? I'm going to give you one pea, and I expect you to eat it.
Nope.
Just one.
Nope.
I'm going to stick it down in the middle of a potato ball, and you won't even know.
Nope.
Just break that up a bit. And you want gravy on your potatoes. Yes. And you want a bun.
Yeah.
There's no butter, but you can dip it in gravy, or you can eat it just as is.
Oh yeah, I forgot there was any butter.
But you can dip it in the gravy. All right. There's Misha's. And there is one pea there. No, there isn't. So, Natalie said she doesn't want to eat now. They had a nacho bar and an ice cream bar at her camp, and she's still full. But I said, okay, this will be here for when you're hungry. One, Misha, one pea. But anyways, I'll be back in a little bit. All right, guys. Well, it's about 5:30. All the kids have had their supper. Oh, how should I say it? There. Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't get the video up yesterday. It's just one of those days. Is it the dog days of summer yet? Is that what it is? It's just hot summer days. Some days I can do it and some days I can't. But I do plan on filming tomorrow too. And Melly doesn't have any more camp. Oh, she had such a blast. I have to tell her to send me some of her pictures before. I'll put them right here. Yeah, so the pictures of the animals were from yesterday, and she got such a kick out of that. She loved it. And they even had 2 little rainbow skirts on the little miniature goats, and I thought, well, that's awesome. And today they, like I said, had a nacho bar and an ice cream bar, and had all the fixins to go along with it. And this young man, I don't know if he came from the city or what, but he is a man that dresses in drag, and Mally said he was super nice, and he actually got ready and did his makeup and hair and all that stuff right there with the kids at the camp, just to show. It just gives them an eye-opening experience. Not that they have to do this, but it's okay if they do, which is absolutely okay in my book. It's not for everybody, and I'm not trying to start any fights here, there, or anywheres. But in my book, love is love. Love is love. That's why I always say peace, love, and happiness. Yes. If you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. So, anyways, this is going to be one of the highlights of her summer, honestly. She's never been to a camp that was quite like this one. And this is the first of its kind here, and I really hope they do it for years to come. So I want to reach out to the people that did it and let them know that we appreciate it, and it was a big hit in her book, in my book, and all that jazz. What are you doing, Mish? Is Maze outside?
Yeah. Wait, Maze drove.
Is Marquise giving you guys rides on the 4-wheeler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Maze drove it.
Maze drove it, did he? Oh, great. Anyways, yeah, I'm proud of her, and I'm proud of all the kids that went there. I know one other child that was there, but it's brave. It's brave of them. And now they have forged a bond, whether they realize it or not, that they're not alone, and there are people like them and accepting and loving just like them. So that's all I'll say. But yeah, the pictures were awesome. So what were you getting for him?
This.
Shorts?
Yeah.
Oh. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to say peace, love, and happiness today and every single day. Please like, share, and subscribe if you so choose. But if not, that's okay too. I still love ya. I still want all the happiness in the world for each and every one of you out there. I certainly do. I really, really honest and truly do. Yes, I do. So, oh, I hope wherever you are, you're keeping cool. Or if you're in a place that's cold, that you're keeping warm. Right, today it's unbearably hot, and it was the worst day to have a roast beef dinner, but I can't complain too much because we're lucky to have food, so look on the bright side, Tracy. Yep. And Violet! Oh, I gotta go make sure she doesn't... They probably didn't shut the gate to the kitchen, so if there's any dishes, any little bit of stuff on it, she's gonna jump up and get it, because that's just how she rolls. Violet, Anastasia. Don't you even think about it. They're all gone outside. I don't think Manly and Messiah are, but... All right. There's one dish here. And the gate to the kitchen's open. But yeah, anyways, I plan on filming tomorrow. I don't know where the heck their plates are. Oh, they're over there by the microwave. They opted to go outside and play than to eat their supper, but I'll just stick it in the microwave. Misha's in the microwave and Mace's is on the counter. That's funny. I'll put it up here because I know you. Anyways. Yeah, well, with that, I suppose I should say have a good night or have a good morning. What do you think you're doing? Have a good night or have a good morning, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Boink.